When do you think you started asking yourself questions?
It's a good question.
Isn't
Look
it?
at you.
I feel like
to take my job.
I'm a baby Oprah. I feel like I just started asking myself. I thought I was always asking myself questions, but I'm at a point in my life now where like, oh, I'm asking questions. And sometimes it's really difficult. Like it almost hurts your own feelings. Sometimes you feel like you're hurting your family's feelings because you see where you come from and you start to address not just the negative things, but a lot of times the negative things are the things you have to address. There are some positive things there, but then there are some things where you're like, wow, like we really got to fix this. And if we don't, we won't have that community that we dream of. We won't have that relationship that we really want. We won't have a healthy relationship with ourselves. And so I do wonder, like, I'm old. So like, when did you start to ask yourself? Because I think the earlier you can ask yourself, you can maybe avoid some things.
Believe it or not, it was not early in life. I would say, and I'm going to double back a little bit and say like the people you surround yourself with is crucial. I will
Talk
say,
about it.
I will never forget the moment one of my friends asked me when I was going through a breakup, and it was like a really, really tough breakup for me. And I just found myself in these cycles of like trying to search for myself in other things and other people. And this friend asked this question, and this question sits with me to this day. And I think that sparked that desire to be introspective and ask myself questions. And he asked me like, why are you so afraid to be by yourself?
That's a question a lot of people don't ask.
Yeah,
They'd rather be with someone else.
It's painful.
And it's a question that you really don't hear men even try to dissect. Because you don't society doesn't even look at men as like, you're not trying to not be by yourself. Only women are looked at like that. You don't really think of the man who's wanting to keep being in a relationship.
Being a man is very isolating for a lot of men. The men I work with deal with it in silence a lot. You are not supposed to show weakness. It is something that is conditioned out of boys up to men. It's something that is, unfortunately, it is a deep part of our culture, of our society, across racial lines, across class lines, like that boys and men are conditioned not to be able to be fully expressive, which is key to being a human being. And when you cut that part of yourself off, when you cut off the bad, you also cut off the good, and you often like find yourself isolated.